welcome to MFAC Coaching. I'm Megan. I'm the one you're gonna see flip through a planner. I'm gonna flip through my Erin Condren. It's the bigger of the two sizes that they have in the bound horizontal planners. It's a 2026 planner. And I will show you some times when I was really into decorating, sometimes when that totally fell by the wayside, show you what happens when I don't have any stickers, and then I'm going to tell you what I learned through flipping through. So I hope that you find some inspiration from this. I hope it inspires you to go look through your own planners, and if so, let me know what you find and what inspires you. All right. Without further ado. It has been so long since I have done a flip through video, so I thought it was time. I'm going to start with my Erin Condren. This is their bigger size in the horizontal format in January. Starting with this January set. These were stickers from Archer and Olive. And I work for two schools, so you see the two different starts and the two different weeks. This is used as my teacher planner. So I teach college classes, largely freshmen and sophomore, though I'm getting more juniors and seniors now as I teach more advanced classes. So I was teaching, this is a gender class, this is a developmental course, this was a religion class. This sticker set matches this one, so it's a fun way to just kind of start the year with a little matching set here. I think the washi was also from Archer and Olive. Just think this is a very cute way to decorate a planner, is just decorate the middle. Usually I would frame it, but I think I was trying something different, and I like this. I think it's fine that it's not framed all the way around. I think it's really cute. Then we had a black and white. I don't remember what the themes were at this point. This theme was Martin Luther King. I think this one's really cute. I think it would be better if I'd had more to write in the middle, but this is a sticker book from the Happy Planner, and I just think it shows such great diversity, such a good representation of the world Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was hoping for. These are, I don't remember the themes, but I like something about my favorite things. You've got books and chocolate, gratitude stickers. I do enjoy decorating kind of the middle like this. I think it's a lot of fun. Instead of doing this middle, I did, the angled middle. It always just feels like there's flow and movement in these spreads. The Olympics was happening. Man, was that just earlier this year? Oh, gosh, time is it is messing with my head in some ways. But yes, go Team USA, definitely. I think this is a sticker from JoJo's Pretty Paper Shop. I think these colors all really match. This is just a lot of fun to put together. These are Happy Planner stickers. These have foil on them, so I'm trying to think what the company might be. So fun. All right, February, keeping it still very simple on the monthlies. Trying to flip back to January. Very simple. This is a designer chameleon spread. This is her flower shop. Obviously, we're moving towards Valentine's Day. Little tea set. I think these might be Wilson Wild Sticker Company, but I'm not entirely sure, because they could also be being on a mission. There's some Harry Potter stickers here. Super fun. Super cute. Then we got some blank weeks. The interesting thing I find with planners that are undated, so sometimes they have to have extra weeks in all the months so that you can use it no matter what month it is, but that leaves me with extra months, extra weeks, I guess, sometimes. I don't know, it kind of throws me off, I'll be honest. But that's not the designer's fault. That's just, maybe I really need dated planners. But here's March. I think this was really cute, like a really cute way to use these stickers, make it kind of look like bunting. I thought that was really adorable. Love the background here, and I was able to find a highlighter with a similar color. Really brings everything together. Oh, this is a framing one. I do love just a framed page. I think this is actually super cute. Just, I think the themes might have been bugs or insects. And I just think that is super cute. Obviously, we're moving towards almost at the 4th of July. I don't know why. St. Patrick's Day. Totally different, but that's all right. That's how my brain functions. Malfunctions, maybe. Super cute. It's even right there. Like, how can I didn't even see it, guys. I didn't even see it. But that is super fun. I love a framed page like that. And then we just got some, we had these big stickers. I decorated the middle. I didn't have a lot. And I actually think this ended up being really cute. They're kind of in a circle, but it doesn't look exactly like a circle. Yeah, I think this actually ended up really cute, even with it being really simple. And, there's a lot of white space that wasn't used, but I think that allows the brain to kind of see all of these vehicles moving. So I think that's really a lot of fun. And then some blank weeks. Whoa, a whole blank month. So here's the month of April. In my defense, this is when I was moving across, from California to Germany for this short period of time. So I did not decorate the monthly at all. It was just enough for me to know I've got to get some work done. Look at these ducks. They are so cute. I think if I was to redo this spread, I probably wouldn't use this pink color. It just is not necessary. It's like the only thing that is that pink color. But I think I was also having to cut them out. These aren't the owl stickers, it's just the frame. So I'm pretty sure I had to make that sticker. So I might not have had any other choice in terms of color. But oh, these are just so cute. Woo, floral spread. I usually love a floral spread. I don't know about this one. This one seems too much to me. So I don't love this one. It also looks like it's two separate spreads. There's the top part and the bottom part. So yeah, you can tell me what you think of this one. Pretty sure the stickers are from Kel the Plan sticker book. Yeah. I don't know, that surprises me. I usually just can't go wrong with florals, but I think I went wrong with this one. All right. Mostly just not done, just had to keep it in my head. Now we got to May. Obviously I used it. There's no stickers. This is because when I first got to Germany, there were no stickers. Stickers were in the mail. I only really brought clothes and toiletries. And then I had boxes that were coming later. So there were no stickers to decorate May with, but that's all right. Some classes ended, some new classes started. Again, no stickers, so just some basics. Still obviously use this so I would remember what it was I needed to do. You can see I have it written out by the classes that were ending, classes that were beginning. But by the end of the semester, I was teaching a capstone course, still developmental, and then a human sexuality course, going back to some gender, and then some general. So I teach just a lot of psychology classes, and then you did see that one religion course. All right, now I did get some stickers. These are from essentially a Euro store, which is the dollar store equivalent in Germany. I think, I don't know, it was fun. These do glow in the dark. But yeah, I don't know. There's not, I wish, like, because there is no big differentiation in size, everything's about the same size, just those two colors, like this is what stands out the most and not really in the best way. It might be better if I could go back and, like, I don't know, watercolor the page blue or something, like this color blue, which I'm not gonna do, but like this part is good and this part is good, even this part is good, but all together it's just boring. Is that a thing? That's all right. This one is more simple, but less boring to me. These are all stickers from Designer Chameleon. And I just think Born to Stand Out, like super cute. Yeah, so even though there's actually less to these pages, I actually like these pages better than this page. Again, I had very limited supplies, so I probably would have used some different colors if I'd had all of my supplies, but I didn't, so I had to use the colors that I had available to me. I do actually kind of like this like brighter color just because flamingos can actually start that color. It's wild, amazing. All right, so we're just kind of starting to get our sticker groove back. You can see it. So here's some cute little animals. This one I like a lot better. You've got, you know, it's kind of scene here in the middle. All the animals are happy. Then you've got like the animals connected to the days of the week. These two are actually a little out of place. It might be better if I had brought them in a little, let them be a part of this middle scene. But like, I think like this giraffe with that's obviously thinking is really cute. Having a little animal with each of the labels is really cute. Kind of calls just a bit more attention to the different classes, which is, you know, a good thing as I need to, I want my planners to be form and function meeting together. And so I want like even the planner to help remind me what it is that I need to do. So when I look at it, I'm not having to like read it all. I can look at it, it pops, the important things pop out at me and I go, oh yeah, that's what I need to do. All right, so now we're in June. You can see I'm starting to use my stickers again. And lots of different colors. Again, I would have chosen like a green or like pulled other colors out. We use like red, pink, and green, I think, to really make everything merge together. But again, that just wasn't what I had or what I thought about at the time. So I don't know, this one's not my favorite, but they are like three-dimensional and I do love being able to like feel the stickers. All right. Quick little space themed where I just, you know, again, put them with the labels. They were all big stickers. I knew I didn't have the time or the inclination to really make a picture with the stickers that I had. And so this was a cute, just simple way. Get some stickers down, which gets me the inspiration to use the planner and then write down what it was that I needed to do. I also had a lot of classes, so there were just a lot going on. All right, now we're back to me really trying to essentially make spreads. This was June, it was Pride Month. I think we also had like a 70s, 80s, 90s theme this week. And so I had this paper and I colored it and the ink really went everywhere, and then with the glue, it even went further everywhere. So this one may not look as messy in the picture. I don't really know, but it's a bit messy on the page. So that's never going to be my favorite. I really like, you know, a more crisp, clean line. That said, I do think this is fun just because it started me getting back into doing more than just putting some stickers down. I was really starting to feel like I was myself again after this huge transition from California to Berlin. And then of course, like I like the blue ink. I like my handwriting in this particular one. So yeah, this one's great for me. And then probably glad I didn't have to use this the next week. And again, I don't know if I didn't have to use it. Let's see, we're in week 2. Just want to see if the next one is week 3. It is. So clearly there had been some time that went by before I was using the planner again. And because this is undated, you know, it looks like this was the 2nd week in June when in fact it was the last week of June. All right. So let's look at July. We have July. Again, I find that because I'm only writing one thing, which is the classes in this, it is helpful for me to have a monthly view, but I use it very sparingly. And I think because of that, I don't want to like waste a lot of stickers. I want to use stickers. I want it to be pretty, but I don't want to use a lot of stickers or really make a huge thing of it. So this tends to be where I put like the last of some stickers. So you will see through all these flip throughs. So by the end of the year that like I pretty much use this entire peach set. It's one of the first set of stickers that I got when I was here in Berlin. These are Designer Chameleon. She sent them to me. It's like my favorite. I was so excited to have stickers again. I could barely contain my glee. And so I use them in every planner. This is no longer on the right month, so I'm going to move that. So we had a camping spread. This one I do think worked out and was really cute. You can really kind of see the camping down here as though I've created this kind of design. You get to imagine what's out here, of course, but then camping goes up here as like that's the theme. And so I like the spacing of this allows, you can kind of imagine where you decide the land will be. But it does feel very cohesive to me. I chose these blue up here because I'm running out of boxes, but also because I wanted to be like the sky was up here. These are connected to that like titling essentially, and then this is the box. Like this box is closest to the color of this tent, and so they hopefully just like blend in together. So I think that was really cute. It's usually, I try to stick to 3 colors, and obviously there's a lot more than that on here in terms of, there's the dark blue, the teal, this light green, the red. All of these have different colors. But because I could use this as the sky, it kind of helps incorporate the pictures into the image, the writing into the image that is being created by the stickers. So I really think this one came out really fun. All right, we're still camping. Now we're doing a camping trip or some hiking. So I don't exactly remember what the theme was, maybe the outdoors. Yeah, I don't know. I like this page. I think this page is great. I even actually think this page is great. I don't love them being like trying to make them into one thing, which clearly I would be. I just don't think the colors mesh. Really the ideas mesh. But if I look at this as a separate page from this, I really, really like it. But this pink is the only thing that really carries over. So, but I think these like little mountain scenes, like going for a hike in the mountains, I think these are like really cute. Yeah, I do like the overlapping of like these three things together. I don't know if I might have put this like down a little bit further. I couldn't decide when I placed it. I still don't really know. Yeah. So that's okay. Here's another one that I really think worked well together, largely because there is like, your eye is just drawn to this like vacation, and then it's just kind of hinted at over here with the bigger box. I think this gets kind of lost in everything, so probably could have been removed and be just fine, but it's also fine that it's there. It's just, I don't think it's adding anything. Same thing with like this. I think it could be removed without any real bother. It's just like almost too big. I think this one's fine. But, you know, having like so much red, the red really pulls it all together, and then being able to write in a color that was very similar red, really works well. This was my desert week. Again, these were Happy Planner stickers, and then a sticker book that was sent to me from a friend. So Claire, if you're watching, thank you so much. I think this one is fine and simple. I don't love it. It's better than, let's see, it's better than this, but not by much. I actually think that one's pretty good. Let me see, where's the one that I thought was just like, here we go. Better than this, but not by much. And again, so much of it is perspective. Maybe the brightness of the colors, like they're just too pale to really pull together. But I do really like that I was able to write in a green that kind of corresponds, was in the same family. So I do like that. I think it could have been cute, however, if I'd been able to like put a cactus here and maybe here. And just, you know, maybe each one had a cactus to like pull the eye to that particular class, but that's okay. This is cute. Oh, this one, I have like, again, I just love a framed page. I think it's truly gorgeous. I just love a framed page. I love the way this one came out. I feel like I am inside a tree or a couple of bushes that, you know, just that are growing, and it's like green, and I don't know. I love this one. I think the black really works. I think like using these circles, these wreaths kind of give you the idea that you're inside something. I just really like how this framing worked out. And the be brave enough to dream. Oh, what a saying. Yeah, I love everything about this spread. One of my favorites in this planner for sure. Which brings us to the month we are currently in. We are in August. This is a self-care spread. I just thought these stickers were really fun, and I was ready to kind of decorate and be all in again. And so you can see a huge difference between, let's see, well, I won't do the month where I did nothing, although why not, right? But between May with no stickers, no, you know, I don't say no motivation because that's not true, but lots of stress, no stickers, balanced life, ready to be all in with the stickers again. And I just think like this one just really worked out. I think it's super, super cute. I think you get the self-care immediately. Yeah, I think it's a good balance of the bigger stickers, the smaller stickers. Yeah, it just comes together to really make one cohesive idea. And I just think it's so cute. I love the colors. It feels like fall could be starting. Oh, I love it. All right. then I will go ahead and post up here where I made this spread. But look at my, this is my moon inspired spread. It was a collab loop group by Creatively Lisa Marie. I just think this ended up being so cute. It's a bunch of washi and then some moon stickers, stars. It feels like a great representation of space to me. And so I really love how this one came out. I do wish I'd kind of like fanned out the stars, but, or like the boxes, I should say, kind of as stars, but I do think no matter what, this one was super duper cute. And that's it. That's where we are in this planner. So it's a lot of grading this week. I actually have a week pretty much off next week. Few things I need to do. I need to update some dates in one of my classes, but that's really about it. So exciting. Forever gazing at the stars. But yeah, I feel like I am back in this planner between this spread and this spread. Oh, I feel good to be back, my friends. So tell me, well, I guess before I do that, what I learned through this immediate flip through was that I do really like it when the spreads feel cohesive, but really when the spreads can highlight in some ways the different classes. So this one clearly has 5 classes that I'm working on. They're kind of, your eye just kind of goes to them pretty quickly, pretty immediately. Even like this spread does a pretty good job. Some of that's with the colors. This spread, I think, does a very great job. Again, I would move these in to make this a cohesive scene down here, but then I really like the way that this highlighted the classes. Your eyes went to those. So I'm going to try and keep that in mind for future spreads. Even for this spread, it is very clear what the classes are because it's like, because they're different, they're pulled out. And so I just, gosh, I really love this spread. I would say that this spread doesn't do that job as well, but the cohesiveness of this spread just doesn't matter to me. So that's what I learned through this particular flip through, is that I think there's something important about the form and the function meeting, particularly in this planner. So let me know if what you learned when you flip through your planners. And then of course, let me know what your favorite spreads were in this planner. I love hearing what other people think, if you were inspired by anything. There are other planners that I will flip through that were a bit more inspiring in terms of what to do when you don't have stickers. This one is just use the planner. But that one, there's another planner I'll flip through later where I used highlighters, I used drawing, I did other things to try and compensate for the lack of stickers. So you can look forward to that in future months. Okay, thank you so much for being here. Have a great week. I hope something inspired you, and I will talk to you next week when we're doing another YouTube collab loop group. Thanks, everyone.